Hi, we are going to learn about for loops in this lesson. Let's take a look what is a for loop. Example, you want to do some actions repeatedly. So this can be done easily using loops in programming. There are two type of loops. The first loop that you are learning is a for loop. For loop. So let's take a look at this example here. For number in range 10, print number. What this will do, this will print the numbers from 0 to 9. 0 to 9. So when you put 10 here, it doesn't print 10. It stops one number before 10, that is 9. Starting value is at 0. Let's run the code. It will take quite some time to connect it. Once connected, it will show you the output. So you can see here 0 to 9. 0 to 9. The second example, when you put 3 comma 10, it will print out from 3 to 9. 3 to 9. Run the code. So you notice 3 to 9. When you put here 3, 10, 2, it will print out 3, then 5, then 7, then 9. Increase at the rate of 2. Increase at the rate of 2. 3 plus 2, 5. 5 plus 2, 7. 7 plus 2, 9. Then 9 plus 2, 11 won't come out. It will stop at 9. Run the code. So you get 3, 5, 7, 9. So you can see all three outputs here. 0 to 9, 3 to 9, 3, 5, 7, 9. So it all depends the bracket, whatever the numbers in the bracket. The first number represents starting number. Second number represent ending condition. Third number represent step. If there is no third number, step automatically taken as 1. If there is only one number, this denote the ending condition. Starting number is 0 and the step is always 1. So there are three ways to write a for loop. With the numbers in the bracket. Okay. Right. So let's take a look of for loop together with a string. I have here name equal Aman. For letter in name, print letter. So I actually don't count how many letters are here. It may have 4 letters, it may have 40 letters, doesn't matter. So when I put for letter in name, print letter, see what happened. You can see. Should I call this one as letter? Not necessary. I can call this one as character. For character in name, print character. So you can see it's printer. So I can actually call this by any variable. Letter would be more suitable, that's why I use letter. Can I put a longer version of my name? Run it. So you can see Aman and the space also counted, followed by Rahman. It will do it for you automatically. So this is how for loop works with a string. A simple example provided. How for loop works with if command? Name is Aman. For letter in name, if the letter is A, print letter dot upper. Meaning, if the letter happen to be A, change it to capital letter. If not, print the letter as it is. Run it. You can see A is capital, A is capital. Isn't it? Rest of the letters all small. So a for loop you can combine with if else block. So remember our code, our lesson basically meant for Python for absolute beginners. So example I intend to use is always very simple example that beginners are able to understand. But you can enrich the example to whatever you want. You can change the code to whatever logical code that you want to change is possible. It's possible. Next, another example here. Ask a student to type his marks for 6 subjects, one after another. He is typing 6 subjects one after another. The result is pass if he scored 50 and above. If not, the result is fail. If you score like 49 and below, the result is fail. Count and print the number of subject he passed and the number of subject he failed. Right. So first thing, we are keeping two counters here. This is for counting the passed subject, counting the failed subject. We put here in range 6. Range 6 means the loop will be operatable 6 times. Why 6 times? Because 6 subjects. 6 subjects. 6 times this code block will run on. So what this code block will run on? It will ask for a mark. It will go and check whether the mark is more than 50. If more than 50, increase the pass by 1. If not, increase the fail by 1. So this code block here will run for 6 times automatically, one after another. So as you type, it will check and then increase the counter automatically. Finally, do printing of both. Both. How many subject you pass, how many subject you fail. Shall we try running this code? So first subject 12 marks. Second subject 67 marks. Third one 85 marks. Fourth one just 10 marks. Fifth one 99 marks. Sixth one 79 marks. So naturally, if you look over there, I'm going to press enter now. If you look over there, he failed in 2 subjects, pass in 4 subjects. Enter, take a look, pass in 4, fail in 2. So automatically done. The loop keep on working on because you put the whole thing inside the loop. So as long as you structure the command in such a way, it is inside the for loop, it will be repeated. How many times? This many times. This many times. So for loop is suitable for something that you already know how many times you want it to be repeated. If you know something to be repeated so many times, fixed number of times, make use of for loop. Make use of for loop. Right. Okay. So let's now take a look at the next example. We close this. So what's the next example? Create a empty string word. Empty string word. So we create it. Ask user to type 5 letters one after another. Run a for loop 5 times. Join each letter to the end of the word. So we are joining here. Print the updated word after each join. After each join, you need to print the updated word, not at the end. That's why it goes inside the for loop. Inside the for loop. Let's run the code. So asking for a letter. So I just type anyhow. A, S, K, F, G. You notice as I type, it keep on building up. As I type, it keep on building up. A, S, ask, K, F, G. Automatically it build up. I can bring this word outside the for loop and see what will happen now. Run the code. Same thing. A, nothing printed. S, K, F, G. Printing is only after the loop is completed. The loop is completed and then only printing happens because it's just outside the for loop. So the placement is important. Where you place it is really important. So for this example, this has to be placed inside. For a different example, you may want to place outside also possible. Right? Okay. So that is how for loop works with a string. Next one, how for loop works with a list. Create an empty list, fruit list. Yes, fruit list. Ask user to type 5 fruits one after another. Okay, good. Loop repeat 5 times. Asking the user for the entry. Every time you need to append this one to the fruit list. Print the updated list after each append. Initially the list would be empty. As you type it, then it will be added. Let's run it. Apple. Apple is added. Banana. Cherry. grapes, pineapple. So notice as I type all of them added. Correct, all of them added, it shows step by step. So I understand the logic behind that is for loop repeats something. What it repeats? Whatever you say here. You have to say what you want to repeat. You may add item to the list, add letters to a name, or calculate whether the student got pass or fail, count the number of passes, number of fails. Keep on adding product total like a cashier machine. When the cashier is scanning like 10 different items, you want to add up total to the machine, possible. Anything. So for loop, just repeat so many times, that's all. That is the only thing for loop does. But it has got a wide usage, very wide usage. Go through the example, practice them one by one slowly, and enjoy your learning. I will see you in the next video.